Welcome, my friends and Lego fanatics. Star Wars. If you love Star Wars, you love Lego, or you just love following me, this is the place. So make sure to like and subscribe. This episode, I'm just kind of going over like why I have stopped buying Lego. So and my son's here in the office. He just gave me this weird look like, really? Are you serious? No, I'm not really serious. It's just temporary. That's all. Because I'm saving for this week. It is Brickworld Chicago. So if you're local, and Monday's episode was all about Brickworld Chicago, I'm not going to really touch on that, but I will say that's my focus currently. So lots of fun content to come. This is Tuesday, the dawn before Brickworld Chicago, and I've been holding my budget, so no Lego store. It's been out the door. I have been chilling. I haven't been building much, so sorry I haven't been posting. But since I haven't really been building and doing much, it's really hard to kind of post content. Although maybe I could just kind of create content around ranting that I'm not building right now. I don't know. But I will say I know there is a lot of Lego news coming out there and sets and things to look forward to. Right now, it's hard to get excited about them because I'm not purchasing any Lego anytime soon. Although at Brickworld Chicago, I usually give myself a small budget. Probably will do some sort of a Lego store run at some point. Who knows if I'll buy anything or not. I think there's double VIP, so it's a decent time to get Pick a Brick Wall. If you are local and coming into Chicago, that's probably the best thing. The other cool part about Brickworld Chicago is that generally the local Lego stores will increase the number of parts that they have on order, so there'll be a lot of unique stuff, hopefully. Maybe a lot of black, so I can kind of get back into mock building and do some things. So, and I they have a lot of parts. I'd love to, I've been doing a lot of thinking about where I'd like to really go, because one of the learning lessons that I've had by doing the mock and not being able to kind of get it done for Brickworld Chicago is the fact that my main building focus needs to be pretty much from September through like early March. I'd say end of February, right? If I'm not done and completed, forget about it. So I need to kind of plan ahead. And there are some areas where I'd love to take the channel. So in terms of Star Wars is always a big focus. I'd love to do a mock. I love to build sets. I love to just learn and do different things. So always expect those types of things. But I do also want to build a lot of castle Lego that's coming in my future. I have a bunch of backlog there. I do want to rebuild the space monorail. So if you're into space, I do like classic space. I'm not into any of the new space, but I do like myself a little classic space. Futron, Blacktron. Oh, I do have in my backlog the Blacktron set. So part of it for me is that there's a lot of areas to go, and so I need to really think it through, plan ahead, and go from there. The other thing you've noticed is that there hasn't been many hauls. Most of the hauls have been around Macari, and I've done well. I've made a couple sales on Macari, but I have a little bit of a budget to go. But I'm kind of holding out a little bit. Again, I'd like to at some point work on getting battle packs, advent calendars, and right now I need to kind of chill and wait because it's Father's Day this next weekend, and it's also my birthday is coming up end of June, so I kind of need to hold off because I don't want to duplicate purchases, and then there's there'll be probably a season of kind of a few things that I need to get, and then really it's really smart to wait for some deals as we kind of head into fall. I feel like unless there's a set that's retiring that's on your list, it is absolutely the best to wait until some of those fall deals kick in. You have to be careful. Sometimes you're playing with fire if you're waiting for Black Friday, especially on like advent calendars and those types of things. Sometimes you need to purchase those up front, especially when they come out. get double VIP, get 20% off Amazon. Usually that's kind of like a baseline discount to get. But past that, I think it's always good to wait. There's a lot of great sets that are coming out, but I'm not a day one purchaser on any of them, because Lego's new pricing structure essentially builds in the fact that most people, probably, or at least a good portion of folks, are waiting for those deals, and so they've kind of inflated the price by 10 to 20% right out of the gate, so that the retailers can still make a little bit of money when they discount them. Although I haven't really been seeing much like big heavy discounts on Lego, so it must be still selling. But that said, that's kind of my thought process when it comes to purchasing. So there isn't a ton else that I wanted to cover in this particular episode, other than the fact that, again, purchases have really slowed down. They will ramp up. There'll be a couple spikes. Maybe that'll be enough to kind of cover my hauls for the next few weeks, because I love doing hauls. They're kind of fun stories for me to reflect back on. I should do like a summary video and kind of go through. At some point, I'll be back doing more YouTube shorts, so be on the lookout for that. I'd love to get my microfighters going back again, but for now, it's going to be a lot of just the experience from Brickworld Chicago. And I am absolutely going to finish the Inquisitor shuttle. Finally, I am on bag number 7, so if you were a watcher of that series, it's been pretty fun to kind of go through the process. Sorry for the delay over the last 2 or 3 weeks, but we're going to get... Actually, there's dust on it already. That's how fast dust can accumulate on sets. So watch for the Inquisitor shuttle. I'm also going to do a small video. I have somewhere, I don't know, the Series 8, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, it's the last Dots series that came out, and that the Dots line is getting discontinued, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, I just don't think they had the right colors. They needed to vary the colors a little bit better, and I think it would have sold with the main Lego group. I know they were trying to conquer the crafting group. I think that's a little bit of a mess. They should have... You need to kind of have your... You need to kind of, I don't know. I just felt like they missed. They didn't expand to other IP like they did the Disney Dots, but I feel like they could have done like Harry Potter Dots and Star Wars Dots, and probably would have had a little bit more success pushing people into that line. So with that, thank you so much for joining me on my brick collecting journey and building journey, and we'll catch you next week post Brickworld Chicago. Bye for now.